Good morning, everyone. Catherine, I'm sorry we're late. I blew one of the circuits in the house. I was running two hot things at the same time, and I blew the circuit, and I had to send out a new link.
And
So
start his life all over.
and he said I had to make a confession. So I confess.
Not a problem.
I confess, mea culpa, mea culpa.
Well, let's do Qigong because it'll help.
Shoulders are sore.
used to rush over this exercise.
Yes. And now what do you do?
And now I really try to be present with it. I was like,
I love this particular exercise.
yeah,
It feels
I've
really
grown
good.
to love it. But I remember in the beginning of our practice, I was like, just didn't pay that much attention to my arms.
So let's talk about that a second. So what does that mean? You pay more attention now because you're doing all the work with the stretchers?
Well, that too, but it's just gradually over time I went, oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
that
have
feels good.
arms. And they're actually attached to my body. They're not just tools.
Yes.
Yeah, it was that. It's like they don't have a lot of importance. They're just utilitarian.
That's interesting.
And now it's like, oh yeah, it's just
That feels really good.
Yeah, exactly.
The purpose of this exercise is to draw energy in by coming up the yang meridians of the arm. This is the yang side of the arm, the soft side of the arm. This is the yin side, the hard side. So you breathe in as you bring energy into the body, circle the shoulder, and then breathe out as the energy goes out, right? So what you're doing is clearing out the channels in the arm and its attachment to the body. And what Annie was saying was when she first started doing this exercise, she kind of just sort of ignored it because she kind of just ignored her arms.
Yeah.
Her arms were just tools. But that's changed now.
Yes.
I think partly through doing the Qigong and partly because she's doing a lot of exercises with stretch bands.
Yeah,
You know how it's kind of stretch bands that they use in gyms and whatever. And I think she's becoming much more aware of and much kinder to her arms.
Well, and that includes the shoulder and this
Yeah.
part of my body.
Well, absolutely. Your shoulders are actually part of your arm. So you ask yourself the question, if you look at the human skeleton, where does your arm attach to your trunk? And most people go, well, here, right? But that's not really true. It's here. The collarbone is really part of the arm. So the arm comes in all the way to the center, just like your legs come in all the way to the center. Your hip joints are not out here. Your hip joints are in here, right? Right in there. Not out here. They're 6 inches in. And it's the same with the arms. So
the other thing I think about, Catherine, is eventually we're going to start exercising and empty this collection point for the lymphatic system. And so when I'm doing the arms, I'm actually thinking about clearing out those lymph glands.
yeah, you know, a lot of the
Nodes, I guess they're nodes.
Yeah, yes, she doesn't like it when I call them lymph glands. They're actually nodes,
Yeah.
but I call them glands anyway. So, you know, you have a lymph system through your whole body, but it's really strong up in here, underneath the arms and in the groin.
They're collection points.
There's sort of a nest of hundreds of lymph nodes in there. And, you know, the lymph system is part of your immune system. So clearing those out, and you can actually feel them drain when you do this work. Like when we do this work, and I say put your thumb in there and massage, what you're doing is you're just pumping those lymph nodes. You're pumping the fluid through there, and that helps it drain out toward the heart and eventually the kidneys, as well as through the body. So you're just sort of getting everything moving. And I think that's one of the reasons why these exercises like this, right, feel so good. I love this exercise.
Good to pet yourself.
It's good to pet yourself. Oh, speaking of which.
was really proud of myself. I took care of myself yesterday and didn't give myself a stomachache, so I slept really good.
Glad to hear.
I know. Let's see if we can make it 2 days in a row.
Not really. Lee circles. And reverse. And shoe circles. And reverse. And pink circles. And reverse. And reverse. And reverse. Okay, you can put away your sticks. Head turns. And center. And right ear up. And relax. And left ear up. And relax. And right ear again. And relax. And left ear again. And relax. Back to center. Cross the hands on the chest. Raise the chin. And relax. Drop the chin to the chest. Tuck it in and raise the back of the neck. And relax. Cross the hands on the chest again. Raise the chin. And relax. Drop the chin to the chest. Tuck it in and raise the back of the neck. And relax back to center. The windmill. Oy.
That's it.
And good. And squats, starting on the left leg.
I'm gonna sit out today, honey. My right leg is
Bothering you?
inner hip gave away this morning. It does that sometimes if I overdo it.
And then the right side. And the left side again. And the right side again. And prayer position. Okay, hands on the knees, up slowly. Keep your head down at the moment. Both shoulders. And reverse. And the other side. And reverse.
You really feel the orbit in this one.
Yes.
The big orbit.
And good. So Annie just said something really important for all those students who are actually serious about their Tai Chi and Qigong. She said
that in these exercises, I can really feel the big orbit.
You feel the big orbit in the body, and it's
feel
true.
all the little
It's
ones
true.
too. But
Yeah,
this one is
but you can
expressive.
you can really feel the whole body orbit. That's true. Some exercises and some Tai Chi moves, it's easier to feel the whole orbit, or maybe even particular orbits, and you have to grab it there. But the truth is, as you get more and more familiar with this, your interior feeling will become more sophisticated.
Yes.
And you will begin to feel the same things, even in exercises that are a little esoteric.
I wanted to say something about that,
Yeah.
about learning how to do that. When we do all these exercises, I have to differentiate my tummy from the rest of my abdomen. If I engage my actual digestive system, I will get very nauseous.
Interesting.
So I have, over time, learn to activate this without activating that. I'm not always successful, but most of the time I am.
I don't know whether, did you hear that? Yeah, so, Annie has an irritable bowel syndrome kind of situation she has to contend with. However, what this reminds me of is, this is something we've never gone into, and I doubt we ever will, but we've talked about one of 6 places between the chest and the abdomen where there is a joint. So the big one that we talk about is familiar in the West. We call it the thoracic hinge joint. It's the hinge joint between the chest and the stomach. But there are actually 6 of them that go up and down here. That's kind of esoteric knowledge for those that are maybe interested in the martial arts. But what Annie is really saying is she's had to become aware of one of those that differentiates, especially, I'm going to guess, the upper or the stomach area from the intestinal area. So So, right, one of those joints in there, she's had to differentiate and develop in order to protect her digestive system. Kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, the wrists. And the other side. Does it work?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
It has to do with
Double.
separating the directions. Like I'm directing this to engage, and I'm directing this to relax.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Because that's it.
Yeah, because that's what you got to do.
Engage,
stretches,
relax.
engage, relax.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do it. A lot of practice.
And the other side. And reverse. That's from shoveling yesterday.
Do a little yard work and
Fall over.
yeah. It was fun.
It was fun. And the other side.
I think because we know our days are numbered in the yard.
Glad you added that.
Well, the other is true too.
And relax your wrists. And the ankles.
Now I can't stop thinking about the toes and how important healthy toes are.
Well, we should do a series of health classes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's into toes lately. You got to take care of your toes.
Toes are
It's all about the toes.
Another ignored and taken for granted part of the body.
Reverse.
They're so far away.
They're clear down there.
Yeah.
Reverse. And close.
I have to take longer to get into that these
Open.
days.
Because of your leg?
Yeah, because of the no, just because of all the work I've been doing on the rebound.
Oh.
It just takes longer to settle into it.
Okay, good.
Got one more.
Do Ling. And touch the earth. And close your pores. Salute our masters. And salute your classmates. Thank you, everyone. If you're going to stay for Tai Chi, give me 15 minutes. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.
I think she feels better.